Ah,
Okay. Liquid Therapy podcast episode 6, I believe. Almost an entire month. We don't talk about that part. Almost an entire month since the last one. But hey, it doesn't really matter. When they're needed, they're needed. So we're gonna have a little chat today. With our little brewskis, whatever we're having. I'm having a nice little Moosehead Lager. The same thing I think as last time. I'm not really sure. What are you having today?
I got a fucking nice sprawled up frosty here that I've mixed with some different beverages here.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. What beverage are you mixing in there?
Uh Vodka.
Vodka? Oh shit.
Vodka.
It's going crazy today, dude. I'm having a single beer and that's literally everything I have. I have no mix, I have no whiskey, I have no nothing. I do have scotch, but I'm not gonna dip into that. By the way, nobody asked about this. This wasn't me. And there's more stuff coming. Oh yeah, so you know how I mentioned before, Dose ended up sending those like the actual little anime figurine and the disc plate and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he also sent a shirt, and I'm gonna have to show you what that looked like sometime soon here. It's hilarious, but I finally got those ordered because I got my ID so I can make my stripe and all that stuff. So they're finally on the way. So whoever heard the very first podcast for this, I think it was literally the very first one, like 2.5, 3 months ago, and since then I've been still waiting to do it. So that's fucking crazy. But anyways, gamers, today we're gonna be chatting about some stuff that's been on my mind for the past month, and we were supposed to do this a month ago, but we just never did. I was constantly like saying, yeah, we'll do it, and then I just didn't do it. So it's what it is. That being, drum roll, Twitch versus Kick, or just Twitch versus the creators. It's not very good. So I know like you don't really stream much, right? Like you don't really like you probably don't give a shit about all that extra stuff. But have you heard anything about that at all?
I've heard about the whole. I know about the Twitch racking up more of their side of the percentage over their users lately. I believe the last time I saw it was something absurd like fucking 95.5 or something like that.
Oh, so what you saw was Kick's sub split, which the creators get 95% and then Kick takes 5%. But on
Yeah.
Twitch, it's 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's and I wanna start off on that note just because like I want to get right into it because I feel like everyone who cares about this topic or anyone who cares enough to like really look that it deep into it, they can look it up and like get a whole story on it and all that stuff, but I want to talk about what I think of it. But I stream for a living. Hi, I'm my Voxy. I This is what I do. And it's getting really scary. So I'm starting to freak the fuck out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So basically, they've kept it at 50-50 forever, and that's what it was. But you always had like a reason to grind for partner,
Yeah.
which was 70-30. But it was a 70-30, not like it is 100% 70-30. It was always like you can't talk about it. So partners weren't allowed to talk about it, and if you did talk about it, then they could just end your contract. It was pretty weird. It was like on the hush, but people talked about it because they're gonna stop every single fucking streamer. No, it's not gonna happen. So
Yeah.
they had a 70-30 opportunity that you could go for, which was like, in my eyes, bare minimum for what they should be giving to the creators. 70% bare minimum. Like there should be no realm where they keep more than like a fee of a small amount, right? Like,
Yeah.
but anyways, so we had that in our heads and we always knew it, and it never really bugged anybody to the point of like not wanting to be there because of all the viewers on it. Like Twitch has an insane amount of people using it. Like just today, actually, I don't know, it might still be going on. Do you know of the Spanish streamer Ebi?
No.
So this guy today, it broke Twitch for 90% of people on it. I had to end my stream and go over to Kick for the rest of the day. He had 3.3 million viewers on his boxing event, like consistently. Like it was insane. They were like into it for 5 hours, still holding millions of viewers without even starting the event yet. Like it's
Jesus.
crazy. Like the amount of people on that side of Twitch or whatever. Like there's English speaking channels are huge, but they're like they stomp on our records by far. Like anything we do, they'll fucking 5x it. Like it's crazy. So it's pretty dope to see. I just like I have a little bit of bad blood with that. With the guy, I kicked off my Twitch stream. I was like, I was over there playing my Minecraft, doing my Hypixel Skyblock, and my 35 viewers went to 40, down to 30, down to 20, and I was like, okay, because none of them could even see my stream, hear my stream, nothing. It was just broke. But with all that stuff, with how many people they're bringing over to Twitch, Twitch is still taking 50-50. But like the problem with that is their way of taking care of their streamers is all right. We give you a platform. Congrats, that's all you get. We're gonna start taking more now. So now 70-30 doesn't exist in this situation at that time. They took away 70-30 from all contracted streamers, all partnered streamers, all anyone. They took it away and put it down to 50-50, which I don't know the exact math. Uh, but I'll probably try to comment it underneath in the YouTube section of this, or I'll put it in the Discord actually. A drop from 70% to 50% of your sub revenue is a lot worse than 20%. It is quite drastic. Especially like, with the fact that it's per sub, with gifted, it's per sub with like, tier ones, twos, and threes. And then it doesn't take away the fact that you're still getting fees on your subs and you're still getting tax on your subs. And then at the end of the year, you're getting, your taxes anyways are already getting hurt as a creator, but like that's really getting scary. So it's dropping quite a bit. So I didn't really care at that point, but then I realized, oh shit, I've been grinding and I'm trying to get to like, partner and whatnot. And now there's like 0 point because now they also got rid of like a lot of other features. And long story short, it just got real scary for everybody. And then they
Yeah.
started adding on where like now ads are more intrusive. Then they started adding this branded overlay thing, which I don't know if you heard about that specifically, but they tried to control, like those raid sponsors and the other sponsors I do on my stream.
Oh, are you talking about like when when you're watching the stream and it kind of like the window closes up a little bit and then an ad goes around the fucking
Oh, they
circumference of the video and shit?
Yeah, see, they did that recently-ish, and that's like not that bad. But like what they did is like, how like intrusive ads are like ones where like the unskippable ads, the second you click on a stream just to go see how it is, you go to like check out, hypothetically, you're going to see what Shroud's up to for the day because you want to see some funny moment someone's mentioning. Got
Yeah.
to sit through a minute worth of ads and before you even get to the
Oh, yeah.
stream. Stuff like
Yeah,
that,
I've
right?
seen
Like
that.
that's becoming more important that you have to play them because you have to hit a certain point of 3 minutes per hour. Uh yeah, no, it's like 3 minutes per hour at least, bare minimum to get the okay ad rates. And that's like the bare minimum. But then they were like paying out bounties of like, oh, okay, well, it's something like that. They were like, if you stream this many hours with this many ads per hour, if you pay like this many minutes of ads per hour, then we'll pay you this amount bare minimum. And some
Mm.
people, it went to like, tens of thousands of dollars for the month. Crazy, crazy amount. But some people was only paying out like 100, $200 or whatever it was. And I'm not live on my Twitch. I don't give a single shit. If I go like if I stream for 100 hours a month, I will make maybe $100 on ads, and that's
Yeah.
it. Not like a whole lot of money. I mean, like it's $1 an hour, like with like 35, 45, 50, whatever viewers, right? Like it's not exactly incredible, but like think about that with like larger creators. It is what it is, but like the contracts started going lower. The ad push went higher. The sub split went lower.
Mm.
The amount of like work that they're willing to put in to help creators went lower. And like overall, they just started crumbling their platform. But then they did the branded overlay thing, which that specifically is when I do like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream where I play the game and I have a little graphic that would take up like this entire portion of the screen, pretty well saying like everyone go and do exclamation point, whatever it is, raid, and you get these goals, and the goals would have a little meter that fills up, and it has a little animation on it. That stuff, along with a banner with your own socials and your own actual sponsors and all this stuff, no longer allowed unless you keep it to 3% of the screen, no larger. And it's against the rules if you do that, no matter what it is. You can't have banners that do that. You can't play videos like uh I did I did an actual stream for the charity,
Yeah.
and I had burn in ads, which were like ads, not really, just videos specifically promoting this thing. So it's
Yeah.
like hypothetically like ads like that, where like you have to play a video so people can understand what it is that they're donating to or that they're watching the stream for, whether it be like a game or whatever it is, right? They're not allowed to play those at all, completely not allowed. Like all these things happen where they're trying to control this stuff because they wanted to get their hands in the pocket because they're not making money off of streamers doing this. and having their own success, which they need because they're taking all your money away from ads and stuff like that. And all the stuff that they have costs the chat a lot more money than the streamer's actually getting.
Yeah.
So then they said, we're going to deal with that stuff in our own fashion if we're going to try to take money from you. So they're trying to take over. So they're the hub that you have to go to get those. That's what they're trying to do, right? And that just blew it out of the water. Like that was like the last straw. Everyone blew up about it, but Kick came through. And Kick is like that saving grace. 95% of the creators, 5% to Kick to cover the costs of the transaction and the fees, which is way more than understandable. That's the same as Patreon, the same as the
Yeah.
Me6 memberships. Discord, I'm pretty sure, is a 90-10. Like the ones that, like in the US anyways, like they have that. Like there's no reason it should ever be 50-50. There's no chance. They do fucking dick all. They literally just exist there. And if they're not profitable, that's not our problem. They need to do better as a company, and that's their problem about trying to actually market themselves properly, set up new strategic ways to monetize their platform. And like that's their problem. But it's like going to your employees, or not even going to your employees, walking into a place that you told people like, oh yeah, come here and we're gonna be a team and we're gonna help each other and then all this stuff, whatever, and be like, all right, you guys are gonna do everything. We're just gonna sit here and give you guys a room to work in, but we're gonna take half your revenue. Be like, why? Because we allow you to be here. And we're like, okay, well that's fucked up, but we can work towards something better. And then eventually, once you know that you're like in there, you've built your community, then they rug pull that part. They're like, no, you're not allowed to make more money here. You're not allowed. Just not gonna happen. And they're like, okay, well, I'll go outside and I'll get this other thing to help me make money so I can put some fucking food on the table so I can survive this month. They're like, oh, no. Not going to happen. We're going to control that too. And you're like, okay, well, that's fucked up. Okay, well, let me run some ads and do those bounties. Oh, yeah, we're going to take those bounties away too. You're actually not getting a guaranteed amount per month. They're like, okay. They're like, oh, yeah, by the way, you have to play more ads too, so people don't want to be in your stream as much. You're like, oh, okay, well, this is getting fucking ridiculous. And then recently they added super chat function, which is yoinked straight from YouTube. And they take 30% of your donations from that. And it's supposed to be direct donations. That's how it looks. They take 30% now. So it's like they're taking 30% of your actual tips now, which they weren't touching before. They weren't able to, but now they want to. So now they added that. So like this is all just getting worse, right?
Yeah.
And then you go over to Kick again. Kick is adding kicks, which like bits, you can pay directly through that to get your kicks, but 100% of that goes to the streamer rather than paying $200 for $100 worth of bits to give to a streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is how it is on, on Twitch. So, and like, because I know you streamed and like, you obviously understand what kicks, or Twitch bits are and like subs are and whatever. Hypothetically, have you ever gotten, whenever you got a gifted sub, did you ever look and see how much a sub was like worth?
No.
And when you hear 50-50, you guess on a $5 sub, you're getting $2.50 nowadays, right? Like that's your guess.
Well, yeah.
Exactly. I took a look because I was like a little bit in my head about this, right? And I've been waiting to vent about this for a while on here, by the way. So I took a look, right? This guy gifted, I shit you not, 500 subs last month. Last month before June. So after the month of Subathon, so April, May, through with that month, he gifted 500, which is fucking insane. And people were like, "Oh my god, dude, $2.50 per sub, 500 subs. Well, it's crazy." And I was like all hyped. I was like, "Holy shit!" And it was a lot, and it damn well was helpful. It's super dope. Take a guess how much each sub was worth to me, because of Twitch's new thing.
Oh, probably something fucking like under $1 or some stupid shit like that.
Was more than $1. I got in US dollars per sub $1.70 per sub, which sounds like a bit of a fucking, low number there. It's not exactly 50% because it's not just the fact that they changed it to 50% only across the table. It's the fact that they did it and they also quietly made it so anyone from any other part of the world can gift a sub and you don't know how much it's worth. That guy could be giving you a $1 sub where you get 50 cents. You have no clue if it's the same as the guy who's giving you a $5 sub and it's worth $2.50. You have no idea. So there's Kick over here, $5 costs $4.99. Any fees on Android, iOS, whatever that is, what it is, but they have ways that you can do it on the mobile browser. It's the same.
Yeah.
You can do all these things. It's $5. You get $4.75. That's it. Done deal. 100 subs on Twitch, at this well, actually 300 subs on Twitch amount to the same amount as 100 subs on Kick. But it costs the same person the same amount of money. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
costs it costs on Twitch it costs like $1,500 to do this over here, and I'd get maybe 600 something bucks. And over on Kick it costs them $500, and I get 600 something dollars Canadian, obviously. But that's kind of how it's going. And like I don't care about just the money portion of it, so I'm specifically like I'm venting about that to start off because like there's a lot of problems with that. But like I'm still staying on Twitch, but like everyone on Twitch right now is having a horrible time trying to figure if they want to stay on Twitch because they know that they'll, be able to keep on holding on to what they've made, but they're slowly going to lose their entirety of like their stability to, to do the streaming. But then if you go over to Kick, you have a chance of losing it all, but you have a better stability if people decide to go there, but you don't know, right? Like it's hard to
Yeah.
tell. So like hypothetically, if the right people go to Twitch, go from Twitch to Kick, then Kick is survivable, and I make a fuck ton more money doing it, so I can do more things and I can upgrade my content. But you go over there, and less people will be there in the first place. It's new. There's a lot of problems, but um, in general, Twitch is like just shoveling down, like digging a hole and trying to kill off their platform as fast as possible. Whereas Kick is doing like the polar opposite. Like they're completely building up this like monster of a fucking platform, and they're like dominating everything that they need to. They had like 10 million fucking signups already over that. Like that was a couple of days ago. That was probably like a week ago, I think. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised for like 12, 13 mil. Where
Yeah.
that took years for Twitch and it took like months for Kick. Like it's crazy. So seeing all this stuff happen is fucking nuts. But like the problem I'm seeing like with all this stuff is the fact that like as you get like to a larger or as you get to a more stable area with more experience, because I don't really think of like small streamer, big streamer, whatever. I don't really care. Like I
Yeah.
just think of myself as a streamer. Like we're all a streamer, and then if you have more experience or less experience, it shows kind of like where you're at and how long you've been there. But as you get to like a better place, they start like as you grow on as a streamer, if you're not like consistently being that like top dog that keeps on gaining more and more and more and more and more viewers, more and more and more and more and more subs every single month, you're like stuck in this area where you can still survive and you're happy, you're content. You're gonna slowly become less and less survivable, and you're gonna just get pushed out of it. So like Twitch is like a crumbling hole of depression. So I think that like there's a lot of problems with that, and there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it, but this all ended up pushing Kick to the number one trend everywhere, right? Like everywhere was, all about Kick. Everyone's talking about Kick. Everyone's like trying to find ways to talk bad or good about it, right? Like always.
Yeah.
But the deal that like blew everyone's mind, did you hear about what XQC made for his deal?
No.
$100 million for a non-exclusive deal. Non-exclusive. Kick gave him what I'm like sure is I'm pretty sure it was $70 million just to stream on Kick and Twitch when he wants. But there's $30 million in bonus incentives, as he streams there more. Imagine that. Fucking
Yeah.
imagine. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the what is it? I'm not, I swear to God, I don't know if anyone's gonna actually fact check me on this. I'm hoping I'm right, but I'm pretty sure it was LeBron fucking James got less money for a 2-year contract.
Hmm.
That's fucked. I'm pretty sure. I know it could be the same, could be a little bit more, or it could be less. I can't remember. But like, regardless, for like that like I don't know, for like each year, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So like that's where it's getting to. Kick is making all of the most insane moves possible, but because like now every time he goes live over there is like 70 to 50,000 people that just transferred over there at a time. Not even just like one in general, like at a time. He jumped up for like in the first day or two,
Yeah.
250,000 followers in a fucking day. Like that's fucking crazy. Like that's YouTube kind of growth on a massively successful channel.
Yeah.
Like so, which is nuts. So I don't know. I've been fucking dabbling over there. I know didn't you catch a stream over there maybe or no?
On Kick? No.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
I got
haven't opened the browser at all.
okay. I was gonna say you should check it out because long story short, like with how Twitch and Kick are going, there's a lot more I'm gonna say about Kick. But in general, Twitch is just like digging a hole, and I love it, and I love being on it. Like I've been streaming on that shit for a while.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm at 9,000 and how many? 9,046 followers right now. But it's dropping because less people are on Twitch now, and a couple of people straight up said they deleted their accounts because they went over to Kick because they said fuck that shit because they realize how bad it is for streamers. And this
Yeah.
opened the door, not even just to being like, oh yeah, your money just keeps dropping every single month. No, it's not even that. It's the fact that people are like realizing now, the viewers are realizing how bad it actually is for the streamers. They refuse to actually participate in it,
Yeah.
which is like a fuck you to Twitch, but they don't realize that it's fucking the streamer even more because now like and I understand it, like, you know, fucking yeah, fuck them up, you know what I mean? Yeah, fuck those guys, but like at the same time they're like, yeah, you know what, fuck that, I'm not even gonna gift subs anymore, I'm not even gonna gift bits anymore, fuck this, I'm not gonna add revenue, fuck all this, I don't even care, I'm not gonna be a part of it. They dip and you're like, oh yeah, fuck Twitch, but looking at the clock and you're like, oh shit, I'm dying way faster now. Holy shit. Like my fucking monthly revenue just went, oh shit. It's like doing this. So like that's what all the, you know, it's getting a little crazy.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you know, the average you know, person on Twitch like that has half a brain, like instead of the people that are just like fucking sucking them off being like, "Oh yeah, Twitch for life. Yeah, we love it," cuz they don't really give a fuck. They get gifted subs to every streamer they watch and they have like half a brain cell working cuz all they do is type pog in the chat, right? So it like it doesn't really matter to them. Uh but you go over on Kick and now so many people are giving it a try. So I just like I feel like Kick is this fucking perfect storm that just came through and just served like kind of like I don't know, just gave like a huge lifeline to streaming and it's like
Yeah.
doing everything perfectly, but like at the same time it's like still a gamble because I mean it's some gambling. But still a gamble because of the fact that you know, it is brand new and it has a lot of things to iron out, but Trainwrecks is a co-owner on this shit.
Oh,
So you already know like that dude doesn't have, I don't know, I don't know if you watch a whole lot of train wrecks or anything like that, but he keeps it a buck 50. He doesn't bullshit about anything. He just keeps everything, you know, straight. But he's one of those like people got pushed out of Twitch because of the fucking fact that he gambled and all that shit. But Twitch has gambling partners, you know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
partner with DraftKings like instantly, you know, right after they got rid of stake. So but like Trainwrecks is getting paid 16 million, I think it was, a month to gamble on stake, not with a, you know, just to exist on stake. If you wanted
Yeah.
to gamble, it had to be on there. And so he took all that fucking all those winnings or whatever, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go over here and build something for the people. So that's what he did. But I think it's fucking crazy. Like I'm super excited for it. But the last thing about Kick I want to say, other than like, you know, the quality specifically, I just want to touch on that. Like the quality is so good. Like you do a 1080 60 stream over on Twitch, bitrate ass, mushy, looks weird. You do it on Kick, it looks fucking crystal. Like it is so goddamn nice, so good. But uh, Kick is gonna start paying. Obviously for ads, they're gonna have ads on there eventually. Right now, there's none.
Yeah.
But if you sub, like there's sub badges, all this stuff, all it's pretty cool. But like they're gonna have ads available if you want them. Not guaranteed. You don't have to have them. If you want them, you can control them. Non-intrusive, unskippable ads and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure are a choice, which is amazing. But they're also going to pay an amount per hour streamed, depending on how many viewers you bring in, which is
Hmm.
another super incredible number because like a super incredible thing because they straight up said like it can be for anywhere from one viewer to 100,000 viewers. There's something you're gonna gain from being here and like giving our platform a boost. Like you're gonna gain something. Like you're gonna get paid whether or not you're at this amount or that amount. It doesn't matter. Like, you can be anywhere in between. Obviously, it's not gonna be like, you know, fucking 16, $20 an hour, but like
Yeah.
you know, some people will get fucking thousands or hundreds, I assume, and then other people could get like maybe 1,000 something per hour. Other people could probably get like 0.0005 you know, per hour, who knows, right? So that's another thing
Yeah.
too. Like they're just doing a whole bunch of good stuff. And like I feel like a broken fucking record because this is like, as a streamer that's like doing this whole like stream partially on Twitch, take the rest of the day over on Kick and then promote both of them. I'm getting this question a million times, but like just explaining it all here is a good place to like send all that information if people want to come and listen to it. Again, if anyone's listening to the podcast, you know, and you guys want to like, you know, leave your thoughts about all this stuff down in like the comments or in the Discord or whatever you guys can use. We'd love to fucking hear it. I'd love to hear it more so than anything, just for the fact that like this is like what I do. You know what I mean? Like I it's cool as fuck. And I'm like, no matter what, even if this shit dies, like I got to do the coolest thing I've ever done in my life for quite a while. But like, I wanna make sure that I salvage as much as I can and try to build, because like, you don't want your fucking favorite thing you're doing to die because of a greedy platform. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna make it go down, I'm gonna do something stupid and get myself canceled my own way. Like I don't I don't want to fucking go down without a fucking, without a little bit of fun. But
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. What do you think about the whole situation? Like, because everything I've been talking about, you got any fucking like thoughts on it or like ideas or what?
Well, sure. I looking at Twitch and whatnot, like Twitch is obviously really the big monolith
Mm-hmm.
titan walking around with the fucking with its stature and placement in the streaming area and whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when YouTube tried to start getting a slice of that pie and whatnot, it kind of worked a little bit. It kind of didn't also. Like I mean, YouTube's got its main thing is having recorded videos on it.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch is mainly like live shit and whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. Kick was always more of like kind of like how Discord is, like a messaging system
Oh no,
and
this is
whatnot
a
for the
whole
live.
different platform.
Oh, it's a different
Kick, the
platform.
KIK is different than KICK. Kick, that's one thing people found kind of funny. Is a lot of people like compare the two. There was like this fucking
Yeah.
meme where this guy was like, fucking, oh, this streamer accidentally signed a fucking deal with the fucking messaging platform KIK for fucking for $50,000 for a 1 year partnership or something like that. It was like this meme that was going around, but no,
Yeah.
they're two very different things. Kick is literally they took the look like on a separate window or whatever. Go open kick.com, look at the UI, and then tell me it doesn't look the exact same as Twitch. And the reason being they're taking the entirety of everything we love about Twitch and like it's basically just saying like I'm going to take this product and I'm going to give you what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to take everything you love about it and I'm going to make sure it's a better version where it makes sense for the people that are actually using it because like Twitch is holding this it's like Adidas. No one gives a fuck about Adidas.
Yeah.
Adidas shoe and then they're like, "You know what? Like they take this thing and they just start fucking. I don't know. Okay, this is a bad analogy, but I'm gonna go with it. So it's like taking an Adidas shoe or Skechers shoe. Actually, better off a Skechers shoe. They make this really dope looking sneaker, but then they fucking just like don't do anything with it and then they start just kind of like making it worse. They make it cheaper, they make it like a more pain in the ass, worse for people that are actually like enjoying the shoe. Now it's just like more of a problematic thing. They got so used to it that like someone else is like, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. This thing's no longer wearable, it's no longer usable, it's just a pain in the ass. They're not going to do anything about it though. They're going to take that fucking shoe, Kick over here, they're taking that motherfucking shoe and they're making it way better for the people wearing it. You know what I mean? They're making it way better, they're making it more snazzy, to fucking better quality, all that shit. Like they're making, and now it's a
Oh
usable
yeah.
shoe that you can take and shove up the Twitch's, ass over here. So it's like that's what they're doing. So it has the emotes feel the same. The fucking well, for the most part, the chat feels the same. The UI feels the same, but better. It's newer, so there's more to iron out. The quality
Yeah.
is the same, plus a little bit more clarity. It's a little
Yeah.
nicer. The actual like viewing angle you have, the follower button, the fucking sub button, the gift subs, all that stuff, the same. But
Mhm.
their twist on it, like it was the yoink and twist. Yoink, it's like with perfect content idea. Yoink
Oh
it,
yeah.
but then you twist it into a better version. That's what they did.
Well, looking at Kick right now and whatnot, I've got it open up here. Yeah, the layout looks practically the exact same.
Hmm.
The in the recommended section, obviously there's fucking XQC in there. Right
Yeah.
now he's at almost 51K viewing right now.
Hmm.
And I love that they have a there's top live groups, the sectioning for it. They got three sections on the immediate page when you look at it, and it's right now games, IRL, music, gambling, creative, and alternative.
Hmm.
And overall, it looks good. And when you're looking at it, you can tell who's on the newer end of the spectrum here, but all of the numbers are relatively close to the same. So like you hardly see a single digit viewer, which is good because it's going to promote a lot of growth in this aspect because kick being a new thing and what have you. It's everyone exploring more of who's on there rather than going to the big titans on that
Hmm.
platform like XQC. If we're talking Twitch, like Asmongold,
Hmm.
Imru, Amaranth, all of them and shit and whatnot. This is a time where if you're debating on making the switch, you definitely should be making the switch because you actually might end up becoming one of the main titans on this platform because it looks like it's still trying to figure out like who's going to be their like not really like poster child, but like basically poster child. Like that's obviously taken by XQC right now, but overall, like looking at like who's going to be big in what section, like
Hmm.
who's going to be the leader with the most views going around, like something like Diablo 4, Minecraft,
Yep.
Apex, all that shit and whatnot. Because if you're looking at the charters right now for the live categories, the like obviously the numbers in comparison compared to Twitch are different because Kick's just starting to get its fucking groove on here, but Valorant's usually a big number anyways, because of the esports aspect to it.
Hmm.
Valorant's sitting at about a little over 3K total viewers on that platform right now, but thinking about it that way, you're looking at 3K, but the 3K is like spread out almost evenly to like anyone that you see on the charter playing Valorant right now because
Hmm.
everyone's trying to figure out who's who, what's what, and all that. And yeah, I definitely think that if people are debating on making the switch to kick, that like now is probably the time to get into it while it's fresh. That way, once it starts getting big, because you know it's going to, because of all the moves it's starting to make here,
Yep.
you'll be in a better standing. Once it starts really kicking up, you'll be able to really know what's going on and shit like that. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think it's the right direction to go.
Hmm.
I obviously don't keep too much tabs on the streaming aspect, but who knows? Like, I might start streaming on Kick because I don't
100%.
often do it on Twitch anyways. So wouldn't make a whole lot difference to myself in general. But yeah, it's looking pretty nice. The only thing that I'm gonna be worried about is when it starts becoming a like a Titan battle at this point between Kick and Twitch, because you know that once the numbers really start drastically dropping on Twitch, then it's gonna be like that's gonna be like, oh well, let's start trying to pick at the other guy and whatnot. Let's start trying to pull some legal bullshit out of our ass to really screw with the community now. But other than that, I think it's a great idea.
Mhm. So like what we were saying about like the poster child and stuff like that. The only you know how like on Twitch there were people that were just genuinely dog shit humans, like they shouldn't have been on there
Oh
at
yeah,
all, but it's a free platform, anyone can be there as long as you don't break TOS.
yeah.
The number one name on Twitch was like usually well in the English speaking section, obviously disregarding like eBay and others, but like was XQC, but also Aiden Ross. And Aiden Ross is a name that nobody
Mm,
really respects.
no.
He just has his 12-year-old fans inside of his chat that scream just like some horrible shit, and like that's his whole thing. He's just a really awful person, and he does that to gain traction. And it's obviously he's not gonna live a very respectful life, but he's doing it right. He knows how to create problems. He knows how to stir drama and get his name out there, which he's smart as hell for that alone,
Yeah.
uh, specifically. But like obviously he's damn successful, so he got a huge deal and he went over to Kick. And instead of that being like oh shit, someone can get a massive deal, this is gonna be really good for the platform. People were like,
Mm.
Aiden, like Aiden fucking Ross, like what? Like that's no one's gonna want to be there. But like Trainwrecks came over and all this stuff, and they're like, all right, perfect. Kick has some issues because him, right? Aiden is
Yeah.
the poster child because people call him that, not because he is. He is the largest concurrent, like viewing like, on the platform. Now that XUC's there, that's not exactly a guarantee though, because XUC brings a more actual human reaction to things, and not I'm not gonna say exactly who he brought on, but let's pretend like one of them had like a little broken window on their arm. He brought one of them on his stream before. Aiden did. He brought
Yeah.
that fella. He brought people like that on his stream, and some pretty horrible fucking people. And he is, turning into a horrible person, right? Like, as he goes on. So like it's not a
Yeah.
good look for Kick, but people forget he was on Twitch for literally forever.
Yeah.
Like he's just turning into a fucking supervillain after the fact. Like that's just his own problem. But like people keep looking at it, oh, that's Kick's problem. But the thing is, the more people get mad about that, the less it makes sense, because they're like, okay, well, he was on Twitch forever, and people are saying we're never going to stream a Kick. Fuck Kick, never going to go over there. It's disgusting. They're trying to hold themselves on a high horse versus everybody else for coming here,
Yeah.
because they want to be like, oh shit, everyone's leaving Twitch, so we're gonna get all the viewers. Oh my god, we got to be that fucking popular opinion that's like, oh my god, we don't like Aiden. There's no way we're gonna go there. He was on Twitch the entire time. You stayed there. You just kept streaming there. You don't give a fuck. You don't actually care. And like, take that fucking, take your morals and shove them up your ass, or take your weird energy and pull it out of there, and fucking deal with the fact that Kick is doing some good things too. Like they're obviously not
Yeah.
pulling in only bad people. Like Amaranth is now signed in the same style as XUC, and then they're signing more and more people. Ninja, the family friendly, also turned kind of like a little bit toxic for fun kind of streamer. Ninja himself,
Yeah.
he also streams on Kick. Like people are choosing to go there, which has literally never happened on any other platform. Like no one
Yeah.
chooses to stream on YouTube as a large successful creator. Only way is they get paid to go there. YouTube is
Yeah.
like what you said earlier, like it is a video platform. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what it is. They are a video platform, a long form content and shorts platform. Now trying to be shorts platform, but that's what they are. And they made some small little moves on live streamers, but like they're like not talked about. Like the only people that are on there hold at best like 20 some odd thousand viewers, 30,000 viewers at best. And like
Yeah.
that's because they already did hold 20, 30, 40, 50,000 over on Twitch. So they just lost a lot of it, but they went over to a different platform. Like that's cool, but like they're not actually a player in the game. But
Yeah.
like no one chooses to go to YouTube. That's already been said, right? And then on top of that, remember Mixer? Remember that little
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, nobody in their fucking life chose to go there. It was
No.
we pay a couple people to come here. Obviously, they didn't do anything. Ninja and like Dr. Lupo and like a couple others, and then they just fucking fumbled the bag heavily, and then they got paid the full amount to leave on half the time. So
No.
like that happened. There's other places like Trovo, who the fuck, and then there's another one, D Live. No one, I don't know what the fuck. There's another one like Brave or some shit. I don't even know if they even exist anymore after a month. But like they
Mm.
might, who knows? But like that's the only other competitors, right? Twitch has never
Yeah.
had to sweat, but now they are. And then what their like instincts are, we can do something real amazing for like, I shit you not, I'm pretty sure this 0.0005% of our streamers. We're gonna bring back 70-30 at a cap of 100,000 in a year, but you have to hold 350 direct subs, not including gifteds, not including primes, for 3 months straight. Which, by the way, right now only maybe 1,000 people out of the entire platform could possibly actually achieve. Uh, so the top 1,000 people, that's it. Um,
Yeah.
but you have to do that, and then they'll give you 70-30. That's it. Then they'll give you 70-30 gifts and whatever like that counts towards your amount. But primes don't go up in value. Like they still say 50-50. But at
Yeah.
$100,000, if you have like 2,500 or 2,300 subs per month, then you're gonna hit that 100K cap. Then they take back anything extra, and then you go right back to 50-50. So they're just gonna suck more money out of your fucking ecosystem. That's the only thing they did. And they tried to say that it was like a good thing. I'm like, dude, like literally like 99.999% do not get anything from that. I'm like, hey, it's nothing happened. But then there's Kick, and they're making all these good changes. So like the fact that you mentioned like the all the viewers are like going around looking for new people,
Yeah.
just going to Kick specifically, and I'm not trying to like make this like specifically just the money for me, but like I need to put this forth just so people understand that there's like a possibility. Like that one guy who wants to stream over there, wants to try it out. I stream on Twitch. My average sub count was like maybe 200, and like I had to make money outside of it, and I had to, or I would die out, and I'd have to go back to working a regular job, and I made that work. But I went over to Kick, first month, 100 subs. That 100 subs was worth way more than my 200 subs on Twitch, and I made more money, and it literally got paid out that night, like of that like month. That night, it's paid out. It's already in my bank. Twitch is now holding it for anywhere from 15 to 45 days after. So it's another, like
Yeah.
fuck you. It's another one of those. Like it's like how your bank wants to like, no, not bank. It's like you could take that money and just put it into the bank, and they're holding it, making
Mm,
you sweat for no reason. I like for
yeah.
absolutely no reason. So it's like another like respect level is gone. But then you go on Kick and you realize that, yeah, you're gonna take a gamble, but like when I'm on there, no one even knows the game I'm playing because they're just seeing Minecraft right in the section. They have no idea what this
Yeah.
Hypixel server is, or Hypixel Skyblock prototype game mode in it. They have no idea. But my view count goes at the low end of like 10, 15, the lowest 10, 15. Normally around 20 to 30, 35. It stays that way the entire time. Like people just, it keeps like, you lose like 5, 6 viewers, you go back up like 10 because people are like looking at the fact that, oh my God, there's another fucking streamer in this category, brand new person. They go and they say hello, they say howdy, they say what's up, they talk about Twitch, talk about Kick, they drop a follow, they hang out, they just have a good conversation because they're like,
Yeah.
they're looking to, try new things. Just that alone, I literally hold the same amount of active viewers minus a tiny bit on a brand new platform, taking a leap of faith on it before there's a whole lot of like monetary gain. It shows that there's a lot of people that are backing it, and it's only going to get better. And
Yeah.
like that's a solid win. Like the fact that like we're able to do that, but there's obviously a lot of things I got to do to help it. But like if you go on there, people are willing to like actually start streaming over there. Like you have a way better chance than being suffocated at the bottom of the 7,000 people that are streaming the same thing as you with one more viewer than you or in between. Like it's almost better on Twitch nowadays to either have 0 to 1 viewers or you have to be at the top because otherwise no one's gonna find you. You don't exist.
Yeah.
You're in a void of like a million things. Like what do you do if you're on a fucking page and you want to go and see 7,000 pages? You go from number 1 down to 2 to 3 to fuck that 7,000. See what's over there, and then you give up. You're not gonna sit there and click through every single one of them. But on Kick, there's only like 2 or 3 pages of people. That's it. Like you can go through every single one of them, and you don't have to watch an ad. You just instantly get in. You get into higher quality, and you can instantly say what's up. Like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And like there's just more like of like the feeling of streaming that people love, which is not drowned by a shitty company trying to like make it bleed money. Like
Yeah.
well, they're trying to make you bleed of your money, and your viewers spend all their money, make it all that blood money. They're trying to just like siphon it. Like they're just trying to make a good platform, and I think it's pretty cool. But like
Hmm.
like Pomage from way back, Face Pomage, Optic Pomage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's streaming over here. Drake did a fucking stream with Kick, gifted 20,000 subs to people on the platform. He got 300 of them, and he has an
Mm.
average of like 60 viewers. Like that's fucking crazy. Another guy, Big E, got a host who holds an average of like 2-ish hundred viewers at the time. He got a host with fucking like 50 or no 90,000 people like from that guy, like specifically Drake, doing that in his team. Like this
Yeah.
platform is doing some crazy shit, and like they're specifically showing love to all of the people on it. Like there was another streamer I walked into their stream, whatever. I went in, had like 6 viewers. Man had 200 gifted from the guy who owns the fucking the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Eddie, just 200 gifted to that guy. Like it's just shit like that is like crazy. Like the fact that they're like, actually looking around, like you get way more traction, people pay attention to you. You kind of like, you're more of a human over there rather than a fucking, a bot on Twitch where you literally just exist in a pool of a million, right? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like your odds of being seen and noticed and, getting a cool person to swing through and just hang out with and, have like a good chat is like way higher. But there's like
Yeah.
obviously like pros and cons to being on both. Like obviously you're on Kick, people have this weird stigma about it. Be like, oh my god, it's all for gambling because Stake owns a part of it. They are a partner, they're a player in it. But like if you go on there, like are you like going on there and seeing a million different fucking Stake ads? No, you're getting Twitch streaming vibes. Like same shit. Yes, there's a casino thing here, but it has 10% of the Isles viewership. It has less than 50% of what just chatting has. It has less than GTA RP. It has less than CSGO. It has almost the same as pools and hot tubs, which if you go onto Twitch, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same style. Like it's the same kind of shit. So it's really not a problem. But I don't know. I feel like Kick is like just such a good thing to happen. I'm so happy it does exist because like you know, I had like an alt account on Twitch. Like I streamed on there once every once in a while. It literally felt like I never even left my other stream. It just felt kind of like the exact same thing. I come over here, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and people just chill. Like, you know, just do
Yeah.
whatever. Like obviously I'm not gonna be a massively successful fucking streamer just because I went over here, but like just coming over here, it's so much more relaxing. It feels new, it has new energy to it. It's exciting. I'm excited to be on it. I legitimately like I will spend 8 hours on Kick after 7 hours on Twitch and feel like I just started streaming again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a whole different feeling. But like you streamed what, like let's say like a month ago, right? On Twitch?
Probably probably longer than that, but
Do
why?
you ever like go back and try to get clips of your stream and like use that to do stuff?
I usually, if I do stream and whatnot, if I'm streaming like a FPS and whatnot, I usually do. But in terms of like what I've been playing lately, I've been doing like, well, I attempted to do Diablo 4, but
Mhm.
the service wasn't having it, and I just cut the stream and whatnot, and just didn't bother after that because I'm in like a constant whimsical mood. Either I'm feeling it or I'm not, and that can change at any given point in time
Mhm.
and whatnot. Either I'm like 100% in, or like a couple minutes in, I'll just be like, I really don't give a shit now, and I'll just fuck off and do something else.
Yeah.
But I it's only when I do FPS games, which like I played Valorant for the first time in quite a while the other day.
Mhm.
Fucking pulled some crazy shit out of my ass with that,
There
but
you go.
um no, I haven't really been pulling clips lately for that. And half the time when I find that I feel like I want to stream with Twitch and whatnot, I just like I don't even bother anymore. I just record if I'm feeling it,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. Because it just setting up the Twitch thing is like fine, but like it feels like the transfer from your recording option, like for me it's OBS,
Mhm.
to connecting to Twitch and whatnot just doesn't it feels fucking clunky as hell and whatnot. It doesn't feel like it's streaming properly at any given point in time. And after a while of trying to fix it, you're like, yeah, I just don't fucking care anymore.
Well, I mean that right there, that the whole problem you have with that is like you just I come over and I fix it. Like but like specifically like what I was saying before, like with the clips, like the reason I think like Kick is something I feel like you should try it. Obviously, like, you know, when you feel like you're, you know, stream ready, or you want to do so, you have free time, you're in that mood, you got energy, and you want to just fucking
Mm,
chat, do it, try it. It's like a whole new fucking feeling. But like the clips that you can get from it, not exactly perfect, but the VOD, the quality of it, man, like it's so nice. Like you go in there and like everything just looks way more crisp. It looks so fucking nice. The audio is good. The fucking video quality is great. They're using the same Amazon Web Services, and that's literally what like almost everybody uses. So
yeah,
like they're making Amazon money technically, but like they have literally better quality than Amazon's streaming service, Twitch. They
yeah,
have a better quality, and it's like, fucking mind blowing. But like what I think, and I don't know anything about this, what I think is just because the amount of people that are streaming on Twitch like just really severely fucking shits on it. That's probably why, I would assume. But
yeah,
it's just so sick because like a lot of people keep a stick up their ass. They don't come over here. Like we don't have to worry. Like all those like really small like one viewer Andes or zero viewer Andes that like, you know, are doing it because it's them watching their own stream and they're not speaking, not saying a word. They barely even have anything going on. It's a dead stream where they're like their video's not even playing. All you hear is like a connect in the background and some baby crying. Those guys will stay over on Twitch, but over here, like it's just way crisper. It looks nicer. It feels better, and more people will come in and they actually will look for your stream. They'll just come in and say howdy, whatever. It just feels good. Feels
yeah.
nice. So like I'd recommend trying it, but like say when we were like playing Valorant or something like that, or no Apex. When we were playing Apex, we went back and we are trying to get clips for it and shit like that. Like something funny would happen, go get a clip of it. Like this. That's why like, you know, Kick even feels better for that specifically.
Yeah.
Uh, which speaking of, you know, let's move on from that specific conversation. Have you seen the clip I posted on TikTok of Only Up?
No, I've seen like a couple of your things pass by and whatnot. I don't think I've specifically seen that one.
Okay, so this clip, um, I was playing this game, which I don't know if you know about Only Up. You know about that at all?
Oh, okay, yes. It's the one I was watching. I was watching Asmongold and Amaru fucking do that. It's the kid just it starts out like this almost junkyard, and you're like going fucking up in the sky and shit
Yup,
and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro, that
I've been
shit is.
debating on picking that up.
Do it, please, dude. You and me, we gotta play that game in a call. It's fucking hilariously stupid. Like, I have not been enjoying games too much, but I have a clip here. You need to watch it after the fucking the podcast. I'll make you watch it.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. It's such a fucking troll, but it's like take parkour and like turn it like almost like an absolute meme and like kind of a troll. This guy had this. I shit you not. One of the skips in it, like we use a bed to try to like bounce across the fucking thing. The skip was called the waifu skip. It was just fucking anime chick. They had to take it out due to copyright, but if you went underneath it, you got right up to her. You get right up to her vagina, right up to it, and it starts purring and you can hear it audibly. Like, so I would like pause the music and I'd listen and I'd be like, chat, you hear that? You hear that? Yeah. I was like, I don't even know what that is, but it's freaking me out. I've never seen whatever that may be before. And I was just making some jokes, but it's funny. But I had them resetting me, right? So if they
Yeah.
gifted 10 subs, I had to jump to the fucking bottom. And the fastest, like fucking best skips possible, fucking super giga chad people, the fastest at that point that anyone beat it was like 24 minutes. The very
Jesus.
fastest. And that's with skips, right? And me personally, when I did it, I played it for 5 fucking hours. And it was like my first time playing it. I played it the night before for like a little bit, but I was drinking a beer, I was hanging out, just laughing, whatever. I've never seen it before, right? Like I watched a couple clips, but that's about it. And so I watched a speed run of it and I got like a bit of an idea and I played it and I eventually beat it, but it took me 5 hours of going and trying and trying and trying and like failing and like still going. I didn't even rage at it at that entire day. I was just getting stressed. Like I was getting fucking mentally exhausted and stressed out, but like I was enjoying it the entire time with people resetting me 4 times. I still beat it. It felt so fucking good. It is so rewarding and it's so much goddamn fun. So like we got to try that. That's just that. Listen, if you guys listen to the podcast and you guys want to see him and I play this on a stream, we'll both stream it and we'll race to see who can get the farthest in X amount of time. Both of us can get reset. Let's do it. I think it'd be fun. All right. I think it'd be sick. But anyways, that specifically needs to happen. But that game is super fucking fun. So like I was playing it for a while and it went okay. And I was supposed to take it over to fucking Kick, but I ended up just playing all 5 hours on Twitch or whatever. But like the clips you've seen, have you seen like the speeds that people are getting now?
No.
Motherfuckers are getting 18 and a half minutes almost, like on the runs, where like the best time previous was like 24, 25 minutes, and it's only getting crazier. But
Yeah.
there is a skip that quite literally you go over to this fucking thing. You have to jump off this little bank area to this massive piece of gold that's floating, and you run from that. You jump over onto this bed. You go onto the bed. You jump up to like skyscraper height, and you have to frame perfect fucking land on this exact corner part of it where he's like in slow motion. You can put it, and you bounce from
Yeah.
that, fucking fly across the entire goddamn map where this hot air balloon in the air. You got to fucking roll so it stops your fucking backwards movement. Roll so you land on it, so it shoots you back over to this other fucking area past where you started. You land on top of this fucking thing that like takes you up in the sky to a place that is a fake win station. You just have to go even higher. It's like a fake win, so you have to go even higher. It's not actually where you win. It's not over. They have this
Yeah.
whole like with this crown on it and stuff like that, but then there's a staircase to the other half of it. So it's like it's just super like troll, and it's super fucking fun. But like I mentioned I was like, oh yeah, I might play some Diablo, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll play some Valorant and shit like that. But like this game is addicting, man. It's a lot of fucking fun. It's like $13. So like I recommend you get it, 100%. But what I think would be fun, hypothetically, right? If we were to do some like based on if someone like gifted subs or whatever, like I'd have to jump off or whatnot, or give subs like one of us would have to jump off or take a shot or some shit while we're doing it. I think that'd be dope. I'd like provide the alcohol or whatever, but like I'd be down to do that. But I think
Yeah.
you and I would have a fucking blast playing it. I think it'd be fucking hilarious. That
Yeah,
would be
that
dope.
does sound pretty good.
Hmm. Because like it's not meant to be like a super serious game either. Like it's specifically a troll of a game. But like this is, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure what I heard was this is like the most widely speed ran game that's ever happened. Where like Ludwig and Moist Critical and fucking actual speedrunners and like, even Tim the Tap Man and all these people at Doctor Disrespect, everybody is playing it.
Mm.
Everybody's trying to get, good at it, but because it's just like so random, but it's
Oh,
fucking batshit.
speaking of Ludwig, I didn't watch a whole lot of them before, but I regularly watch, like, if I'm like in the middle of doing something, like if I'm doing Diablo runs and shit like that, I always have something on the second screen. So
Hmm.
usually what I put on there is Asmongold's YouTube channel and whatnot,
Oh yeah.
and it's him doing reactions to different videos and shit like that. It's probably my most watched fucking thing on my account now, is just having him up there and whatnot and seeing what he's up to and what he's watching and shit.
Hmm.
And one of the most consistent ones right now is the fact that when Ludwig comes up on watching a video and shit, like when Asmongold's watching a video of his and whatnot, it's like almost like a reporting type thing. So like instead of like I don't watch him like anymore. It's been a long time since I had fucking Keemstar and shit or Scares and whatnot. It's Ludwig now. It's instead of either of those two and shit. And it's funny because I don't go to watch him like of my own volition and whatnot. I just like throw on whatever Asmon's newest fucking reaction is and just leave the fucking autoplay on. It always just like cycles around to a fucking video of him reporting on something and shit like that. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, ah, that's who you are.
Well, the mogul male and like Ludwig stuff like that, like dude, they spent so much money to get Ludwig over on YouTube that they're like, fucking please watch him. They're like I do find him entertaining for the most part. I don't watch his streams or anything like that, but I do like watching his like reporting of like different certain like situations and whatnot. I find it
Mhm.
very interesting to watch because he's like very he's not like one sided. He's very open minded and he kind of just gives everything how it is. Like he went. I'm pretty sure he is like one of the best people to do that because he's like I don't know, an English major, like kind of a journalist type situation where like he knows how to properly format a story, give proper evidence to the fact, fucking give like good ideas and like quotes for it. I mean, he has like everything backed up, like he does his research, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff is good. But like, dude, I'll be watching like I shit you not. It's gonna sound weird for me, but I promise it was me and Stephanie specifically are on here. We're watching something. She asked about Amaranth, and I went and looked up an Amaranth video. I was trying to look at the fact that she had a pickle Rick on her thing, and I was like mentioning the fact that I wanted to do that. This is the actual situation that happened. I was like, I could do this stream. Like I could get my own pickle Rick in a fucking hot tub thing. I could do this, and I was laughing about it. Out of nowhere, Ludwig video pops up. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, this is hot tubs and shit. Like, this is and then it goes right to Ludwig, mogul male, or not even mogul male. It was like talking about it was like mogul something, mogul money, whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm like, how does this connect? I was like, it makes no fucking sense. But goddamn, it's just he's everywhere, man. Like they spent so much
Yeah.
money trying to get him that they're like, everyone has to see his video next. Like it's just
Oh,
he got paid to win. It's not pay to win. He got paid to win. Like he's now everywhere. Like if he
yeah.
does anything, you're gonna see it. Like even if you're watching someone in fucking Japanese playing some like Osu or something like that, kicking ass in like a whole different language, and like you have like 17 videos loaded up of like maybe some chess and some like or maybe not chess because he has like involvement in that area. Maybe we'll have stuff loaded up for people to be doing like I don't know, gambling and Minecraft style content or some shit, some random stuff. His video will
Yeah.
just squeeze in there. It'll be like him playing fucking Mario, fucking mashing the goddamn controller, trying to get a speed run of it or something. Like it makes no fucking sense. That's nuts.
See, okay, so I got 2 points on here that I wanted to fucking mention.
Hmm.
One of them is kind of weird. I don't believe I talked about this before. So, you you obviously know who Post Malone is and
Oh yeah.
whatnot. Okay, so are you familiar with the fact that Post Malone actually loves the game Magic the Gathering?
Yep, I heard about that. Yeah, he has like a
Yeah.
bundle or something like that, or something he's doing with him. Like,
Yeah. Well, so something that they did before with them, I actually did purchase it and I have them here at my place. Um,
okay,
there's an inner working in Wizards of the Coast, which is the owner of Magic the Gathering. So for Wizards, they make this secondary section for the cards themselves, and it's called Secret Lair. The hell are you
oh,
doing?
sorry. I was so strong. I was doing this just in case anyone happens to look at this section. I want to see if anyone says anything.
so so for this second section, he for what was I talking about? Secret Lair.
Mhm.
So for Secret Lair, what they do is they take cards that have already been produced, and what they do is that they take a theme and they redo the artwork to it.
Mhm.
So Post Malone got, or I think it was the other way around, to be honest. I think Wizards got in touch with Post Malone. They're like, "Hey, we realize that you like our game and whatnot," and they did a collab for a Secret Lair and whatnot. And all it
Okay.
is that for his there was actually two different ones that he did, both at the same time. One was redrawings of certain cards that exist already. These redrawings actually drew Post Malone himself into the card and whatnot, which was pretty cool. The other one, which is the set that I bought, were lands. These lands were they redid the artwork for them and whatnot, and Post Malone's effect to them is that Post Malone actually wrote on the cards themselves and whatnot. And it's funny because if you've ever seen some of Post Malone's tattoos, they're like almost
Mhm.
cartoony, like scratches and scribbles and shit like that. That's what's on these fucking cards
Oh,
and
that's
whatnot.
sick.
And there's like doodles and shit like that on them and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna cop those because I like both of these entities and whatnot. We're getting both of them.
That's fucking
So
wicked.
leading to this subject is that Post Malone likes Magic so much, and the fact that a set that they made was Lord of the Rings themed, right? So what they went and did is that they have alternate cards for this set.
Mhm.
Well, the alternate card for the One Ring
Oh,
is
that's the two
literally
million dollar card.
it's the
That's what that
literal
was.
only made one fucking copy
Oh,
of this
fuck yeah.
alternate art. It's kind of cool. If I remember correctly, one of the alternate parts of it is that the writing in it is actually supposed to be like a Elvish script on it instead of actual like proper English and shit.
Mhm.
Post Malone, as soon as this set released, put out a fucking massive bounty. If I remember correctly, it was like somewhere in the realm of 20 to 50K for this fucking card. For somebody find this fucking thing and whatnot and sell it uh, to Post. And I sat there, I'm like, oh, that'd be fucking cool. But what I've been talking to other people that are into this kind of thing is that the odds of you finding the actual literal One Ring is almost next to none, because what happens is that you're looking at, say you go online and whatnot. It's a normal type thing where you can buy singular cards and shit online and all that. There's
Mhm.
actually different big hubs that sell them and whatnot. But when you go on there, and if you happen to see it online, the odds of it being real are astronomically fucking low,
Yep.
because the odds of it's more likely for somebody who what's the phrasing for this? For somebody who just plays the game to play the game, and for them to not even remotely look at like the online aspect of it or like the selling aspect and shit like that, the odds of somebody like that getting it is so much like fucking huge. It's more of a chance for them to get it and for you to never ever see the actual legitimate card. But if people find shit like that or are fabricating them and whatnot, they're gonna have to go through the whole grading process and whatnot, which is gonna be funny as fuck because grading cards is so fucking serious now after the whole Pokemon card blow up shit
Yep.
and whatnot. And they take it so fucking serious over there. They have like this like stupid fucking big list of specifics they have to check. The fucking I wouldn't even doubt that they smell the fucking card at this point. Like
Hmm.
they check everything there, but fucking Posty putting up like a fucking huge bounty just for this one fucking card or whatnot.
That's fucking
It's just
crazy.
really amusing to me.
Well, I saw like when you mentioned like the cards and stuff like that. I was gonna mention the fact that there was a $2 million card, like because people are valuing it at like 2 million because of how fucking rare it is. Like obviously the bounty's one thing, but like how rare it is, like
Yeah.
like people would pay that kind of money for it just because like collectors are collectors. Like, but I saw like everyone, you know how like the Pokemon thing popped off. This isn't as big as the Pokemon thing, obviously, because it's like out of nowhere moment. So like people have to
Yeah.
fucking be like on the news knowing it. But like people that I've never heard ever fucking mention Magic, whatever, or Lord of the Rings, whatever. Now everyone's doing card openings. Everyone's doing this shit everywhere. Like it's all over the place. I saw XQC doing it. People in my chat were talking about it. I even mentioned I was like, all right, well we could do like a sub goal where I order a fucking pack of this shit and just open it for fun. I was like, just
Yeah.
hypothetically, obviously, it's just for obviously we're not gonna get it, but like, it's like doing let's for fun, let's do some case openings on fucking CS or Apex or something. Like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna get anything out of it. You're just like, oh, exciting. But I saw that and I was like, holy shit! But I had no idea that's what that was. Now I get
Hmm.
it. Now I'm actually kind of interested to do it. But like, do you know how much like a pack? I think it's like apparently $500 or some shit just to buy a pack that people are using to do these openings. It's like 500 fucking bucks. So it's like,
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's been so the card itself is an alternate card. Alternates have like their own separate packaging and whatnot for that. And I believe like a singular pack for like the last thing like that, it was somewhere in the realm of like 28 to 30 bucks for a singular pack.
uh-huh. Yeah, and they're like
Yeah.
buying like a bundle or like a case of like
Oh yeah.
multiple packs, and it's like 500 fucking bucks. It's like it's crazy. I saw this clip of fucking XUC having this stream sniper. This guy just show up, a real awkward guy, show up and be like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" And the guy's, "What are you doing here?" He's, "I was gonna get a fucking pack of cards." And the guy actually just tossed him a $500 bundle or whatever. Obviously, to him, it's fucking nothing. But the guy
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, really? That's crazy." So they're trying to be like, all right, take this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, all right, fuck off. Like, because like, some fucking guy shows up to where you're at in a fucking public setting, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, shit like that. They said, oh, $500. Throw $500 to this guy, and I'm like, $500 for that fucking case of cards. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, if you want to try to break even on that shit, you're like, holy fuck. Like,
Yeah.
there's no fucking chance. Like, that's crazy. So like, it's just a new way to gamble. But goddamn, is it helping? Like, them. I mean, Magic has always been popular. Like, always been popular. Like, and it's obviously got its own niche. Like, it's not like a mainstream
Yeah.
like fucking 20,000 people like in fucking four different streamers playing it. Like thousands of people at the top, hundreds of people all over, and like a lot of smaller streamers too. But like, it's everywhere on Twitch and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of people playing on Kick too. But like, it is something that you see in any place that sells cards. You see that. Like,
Oh yeah.
is there. In any place that sells board games, you see it. Any place that sells fucking any sort of things like that, it's there. So it's
Yeah.
fucking huge. But the fact they're doing something like this is super cool. And like with someone like Post Malone, who's such a friendly face and everyone enjoys his music and he's like a good dude. Like he also loves to play Apex too. And it's like
Yep.
I did not turn down any fucking second of my free time when he was playing Apex to not just sit down and watch him. Like
Oh yeah.
it's so enjoyable. The fact that he played with Timmy, oh my god, even better. I that to my that was like the coolest thing ever. I was like watching a streamer. Like I've always been a fan of Timmy
Oh
playing
yeah.
Apex and whatnot, but then seeing Post play with him, I was like, holy shit, this is wicked. So like they got that. It's like the perfect storm for them. That's fucking wicked. Absolutely dope.
Yeah.
But especially the
Like
art being what it is, that sounds sick.
the Magic's actually pretty fucking good for its artwork. and
Hmm.
whatnot. Like a lot of their shit that I don't play as often anymore. It's just been a very long time. The more the reason why I end up buying any of the cards half the time is because of the artwork attached to it, because a lot of it is done like really, really well. But if we're talking in like comparison and shit, like obviously Pokemon's fucking huge
Oh
and
yeah.
whatnot. It's obviously just gonna full on fucking usurp Magic just because of how connected it is
Hmm.
and whatnot. But the have you ever actually like looked at like scrolled by somewhere and seen like an artwork for like a Pokemon card and
Oh,
whatnot?
dude, the
They're
Pokemon cards look like ass in my opinion. Like, I
the
mean,
so
in general.
the the older ones and whatnot, they look like shit
Yeah.
and whatnot. The newer stuff that they've been doing for the past couple years, absurdly like polished. Like they look half the time now whenever I see them on like online when I'm passing through different shit like TikTok and that whatnot, they're full framed artworks and shit like that. A lot of details put into it. Like it looks polished and nice. And I'm looking
Hmm.
at it, I'm like, okay, well if me myself, I've never been able to get into like the card game itself because I just I can't fucking do it. But like as somebody who's like buying for like artwork, I'm like, okay, I can see why people are interested and whatnot because
Yep.
like a lot of it looks really good
Hmm.
and shit like that. It's still not something I'm fucking interested in getting, but I can see the interest in it.
Hmm. Yeah, like I saw the like I saw the openings people were doing. I saw some that look pretty nice, but like obviously you see like those basic ones where like I don't know, like I don't know what the fucking call me elemental cards or whatever, like water or fire or shit like that. I saw
Oh,
those
the
pop up and
energies.
yeah, the
Yeah.
energies and they're like super bland and basic and I'm like, I don't know, well that doesn't seem like too much fun, but like obviously there's so many of those cards from back in the day in circulation. That's why you see so many fucking boring ones, but the new ones I see some of them are like super fucking nice, but the amount of money that's in them is super crazy and it's just always just going to be worth
Yeah.
so much. But like Magic the Gathering being a whole different game or a different style, but like super artsy and like all that. The fact that they had that like perfect storm come through where they had this really good idea, they had a really cool backing, they had a really cool collab, and people are really happy about it. And like it's
Yeah.
making people that have never even thought about the game think about the game, bring eyes to the game, really just give it more life, obviously where it deserves. So like that's super cool. But like I
Yeah.
specifically still like I'm not into it at all, but I really want to open like even me like I really want to get myself a pack of the cards just because like the Lord of the Rings thing. I fucking
Yeah.
love Lord of the Rings, man. I think that's just dope. I'm not like super into it. Like I'm not dressing up as some fucking. I'm not dressing up as like Frodo Baggins and like going fucking crazy and like getting hairy ass feet and running around town and shit like for Halloween. But like I just think it's dope. So I think it's a pretty cool thing to try. So I like that's something I want to do. But like
Mm.
speaking of like wanting to gamble my money on things and just for fun, I have been very eager to, and I mean like super eager to play a little bit of CS2, but even more so, I want to open 100 fucking cases, which will be hundreds of dollars. It's like hundreds. Like I'm pretty sure opening one case alone with the key and the case both together costs about $5.
Jesus.
And that's for like an okay case, not even like a really expensive case, not like the cheapest ones, but it's about like $5 because like you got to
Yeah.
buy the keys and like it's insane that like someone literally got a fucking knife, back in the day or whatever. Like at some point they got this one knife. There's like I'm pretty sure two of them, one of them maybe in circulation, but sold that motherfucker for over well, I think it was like 1.5 million US dollars. A single knife. It is insane. I think it was like a blue gem karambit, but like perfect, pristine quality. Like, and motherfucker sold it for like 1.5. I'm pretty sure he tried. Someone tried to buy it from him for 1.2, and he straight up said, "Yeah, no, it's not worth, not worth it. Too low."
Mm.
Goes around. So I'm pretty sure sold it for 1.5. Like the guy sold it afterwards 1.5. Like very soon after, and it's like that's not even it. Like people sell them for like fucking hundreds of thousands all the time. Just recently there was one, I buy Power PC, like that fucking,
Yeah.
Walmart brand PC company. Like no one actually, looks at it as like a pristine thing. They have their fucking logo slapped on stickers in that game smacked on a gun in the ugliest fashion possible, sold for over 200 grand. That one gun.
Mm. Yeah,
Ugly
I
as
heard
shit.
about that.
Yeah, exactly. Just because of how rare it is or whatever. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, fucking Christ. I was like, I don't think I'm going to make a whole lot of money. So I opened a couple cases. Spent probably $50, but spent about $50 on it just out of nowhere. And I got a couple of guns that were worth about 11 cents. And I was like, damn, this is a rush. Uh, it's like, it's knowing the fact that I'll spend like hypothetically $100 on Apex cases. There's you're negative $100. That's
Yeah,
it. You don't have any chance of getting anything that's worth a lot of money. You only have a chance to get something that's, worth, a lot of time and a low chance. That's it. Not something that's worth a lot of money. Like
yeah,
500 cases, maybe $500 hypothetically US dollars, but like that's it. Like the price of it, how hard it is, and that it's like, just a waiting game. But you go on there, you have a chance of opening some crazy things. That's why like the Pokemon cards and like the fucking Magic cards or whatever, like they're worth so much because you can pull some crazy shit. But if you don't, at least you have some really cool looking stuff, and there's so many different variations you could come up with from opening that pack. Right, there's so many cool things. Seems to be the case, right? Like I got this one skin that looked insanely nice, and I'm not really like super deep into it. I feel like it'd be more fun for me because I'm not really like expecting certain things, or I don't really like know. I'm not gonna look at something and be like, oh shit, that's not that cool. It's only worth 5 cents. I'm not gonna think about that. I'm gonna be thinking about the fact that, oh shit, that gun looks pretty dope. And then hypothetically, I have a chance of getting something that's worth a lot of money. Sure. If not, then I get some of my money back, or I get really cool things to use that I can sell off to whoever I want. I can just give them away, whatever I want to
yeah,
do. Like it has a chance of being worth something. So I think that's pretty dope. But that's something I was like real heavily thinking about doing recently. I'm trying to find some form of sponsor for it, or someone that's like willing to do that, like and like maybe cut a deal or something. But because there's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna walk in there, spend $500 on cases, and fucking call it a day. Like
yeah,
hell no. Like, I'm gonna make back like $50 on the stream, maybe. Like that's like that's not worth it. Like it just doesn't make sense. But maybe at some point, I'm thinking about doing it. If I do it, I don't know if you've ever opened cases, but I'm gonna need you. I need some fucking need some hype in there, huh? I'm gonna need someone to fucking so like make me like bring back to reality. You know what I mean? I'll be like, all right, hey, Gav, yeah, Squall, yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. I'm like, I have 100 cases in front of me, and it's $500. So I might end up having a problem. Like, oh shit, yeah, I'm free. Let's join in, just in case. Oh my god, that's fucking
Oh,
funny.
well, something I've seen pop up lately as well. You know who Narwhal is, right?
Huh? Who?
Narwhal?
Narwhal. Narwhal. Yeah, no idea.
Really?
Not a clue.
He's a fuck. If you were to see a picture of him, you'd probably recognize who that is.
How do you spell it?
Like Narwhal?
Narwhald. 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 Or
Probably.
WALD. Is it like the Arctic
It
unicorn?
no.
Because that's
It's
what's popping
the
up. Narwhal
fucking
man.
put in after interview and whatnot, and the guy himself should show up.
Nardwar.
Yeah, Nardwar.
Nardwar. Yeah, you said Narwhald. So I was like,
Well,
oh no, Nardwar. Yeah, Nardwar. No, I got you. Yeah, that guy's fucking sick.
yeah, he's been popping up a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
With his recent interview with
Lil Uzi.
I, yeah, Lil Uzi.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there, I'm fucking watching it. I'm like, could you fucking imagine like going up into these events and shit the way he does and whatnot? There's so many memes right now and so many comments on different videos with him and shit, and they're like, this is the most protected guy going through any hood
Yeah, this
right
guy's
now.
fucking insane. Like he
Yeah.
walks in, and he's fucking all this stuff, and like the shit he says, like he is like he's like a fucking mental genius. Like I don't know, that makes no sense. He's in his head. He just has so much information that he can like
Yeah.
mentally fuck with the person in front of him in a good way, where it makes him feel super like, holy shit, how'd you know that? That's incredible. Like
Yeah.
every single interview, he knows shit that he should never have fucking even known in the first place. But he's like super fucking like odd, but like real and like really like just breaks down like the fucking the barrier of like, oh, interviewee, interviewer, let's get it over with, ask some questions here. Like he
Oh
had
yeah.
just super fucking cool thing. But I saw like Lil Uzi was like trying to invite him over to play Call of Duty and shit, but like
Yep.
he teared up because he saw I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's fucking awesome, man. Like he's super weird but super sick. Like he's got like
Like
Tyler the Creator. I saw one of him doing Billie Eilish. I'm pretty sure there's another Tyler one, but like Cardi B, Snoop Dogg, Lil Uzi, fucking all these people, like massive fucking
Ice
names.
Cube,
Ice Cube, yeah, like
Ice
Travis
Cube, and
Scott,
fucking
fucking
Pharrell.
yeah, like literally anyone exists out there that's like a fucking interesting person. Like he's gonna interview them and he's gonna blow their fucking minds. But he's
The
also like super
fucking
entertaining.
well, fucking he interviewed Pharrell and
Hmm.
whatnot.
Pharrell
The
Williams.
lad, yeah,
Hmm.
he
Yep.
interviewed him. Holy fuck, he got one hell of a compliment out of him and shit. He told him outright after he did his usual spit of fucking pulling up knowledge that nobody else would fucking find and whatnot. And he told him, he's like, "You are probably the best interviewer that I've ever fucking had." And
Yeah.
whatnot, which is fucking crazy coming from a celebrity like that.
Yeah, it's like the fact that like so many interviewers just like, all right, oh, so I have a question. When did you do this? What happened with this dramatic experience? Be like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, oh, do you really like what you're doing? It's just shit like that. Like, he's going crazy.
Yeah,
Like, he like makes it like an actual fucking like exciting experience for them. Because like,
yeah.
if I ever had him in front of me asking me questions, I would be just fucking like cheeked up, like, I'd be like, oh shit, like yeah, I'd be all excited because like I know what's gonna happen. Like, he's like super fucking dope, but like I've never seen him walk up to someone and them just be like, "Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool." No, like he will break the barrier and he will fucking get in their head like
Yeah,
instantly. Like he does so much fucking like just he does so much to make it more calm and relaxing and like a comedy situation rather
yeah.
than just something serious. But then he just out of nowhere, boom, I'm gonna fuck with you, and you'd be like, "Wait, how the fuck did you know that?" But it's not like too far where they like feel weirded out. They feel
Yeah,
weirded out in a moment. They come into a point where like, all right, now we're friends. But
yeah.
like, dude, it's fucking dope. I need to actually rewatch that one with him and Pharrell because I don't think I watched more than like 2 seconds of it because I think I was doing something else. But like, he was wearing the like the black sweater with like the yellow fucking wording on it and shit like that. Was it that one?
Oh, I
Pharrell,
don't
I think.
remember.
Okay, got you. Well, anyways, I want to watch it after this because I'm gonna save it. Yeah, that's just fucking dope. But yeah,
I
I saw that
know.
fucking thing pop up like yesterday, so I was like fresh in my mind.
I know he actually interviewed Chad and somebody else from Nickelback and whatnot, and it was funny because during the interview they actually told him that they've always wanted to be interviewed by him.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. You see someone
Yeah,
like
that.
that's like so fucking famous that does all this stuff, meets all these people, and they're like, oh my god, finally. Like
Yeah.
like Nardwar himself is like an absolute icon.
Oh yeah.
My God. When I first saw him, I looked at him, I was like, this guy's cracked out of his mind. I was like, this dude is on fucking meth. Like, there's no way he's not like on some form of drug. But then you hear him speak, and you're like, yeah, this is like the weird kid at school, but like, he's not like weird about it. Like, he's like he rocks it. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
uses it well, and it makes sense. And then you start like loving him. Like you watch like 4 of his interviews in a row, I'm pretty sure you'd have like a head case on on yourself. Like you probably lose a little bit of like effort to like think anymore because it does get a little bit weird. Like hearing all the stuff he says, like the
Yeah.
doots and shit. Like it is funny, but like goddamn, I like at one point I'd like to meet. I want to hear what he's like. I want to see what he's like outside of interviews and shit like that. I want to know. That sounds
Yeah.
fucking dope. Goddamn. All right, fuck. You have any more points you want to talk about? I'm fucking fresh out of. Yeah, I'm fucking like completely. I don't know. Every single thing I had to talk about like during the fucking podcast was specifically Twitch and Kick, and like I was just fuming about that for the past like fucking month almost. So like that's really all I. It's really all I had on my fucking agenda there. But
Well, the only thing I feel like I should throw out here is the fact that looking at Kick's TOS and whatnot, it's so properly fucking laid out, and I can appreciate that it's in a consistent fucking dark mode rather
oh
than
fuck yeah, dude! Oh my
having to
god.
go dick around with everything. And even if you dick around with everything, I think Ooh, I think that when you pull up the TOS from Twitch and whatnot, there isn't an option to switch it off of the fucking bright ass white background with the fucking purple writing and
Flashbang.
shit. That's just too much.
It's so fucked. Yeah, I
But no,
like it. Like it's pretty good.
their color scheme's actually pretty fucking on point, and their layout for their TOS is actually pretty good as well.
Fuck yeah. Like I like Twitch as whatever, but like I like Kick, like the look of it way more. It
Yeah,
feels more so like what it should for like a streaming platform. And like even the fucking name of it and like the pixelated font shit like that, like it looks so good. Short name, real short name, fucking really solid fucking logo on there. The color scheme is fucking perfect. It's got the dark mode, which is perfect. It's got everything just looks right. And like I like that. I'm not even a fan of green mostly, but
yeah,
I absolutely would not, want any other color on here. Like, it just looks good. But like specifically, I like after this, I'll like show you some stuff on there. Like, and also I'll show you the clip that I was talking about after this. But in general, like even the panels underneath it, pretty well the exact same. The videos, clips, chat, all that, those tabs on yours, the followers, the about section, how everything is, the exact same as Twitch. Pretty well to the T. But it's just they took something that needed fixing and needed better guidance, needed better fucking people behind the wheel, and they did it. Like they just took it, did it better, and that's the good part, I think. But I'm gonna
yeah.
eventually. This is a little sneak peek. In a couple months, more towards like the holiday season or something like that, I'm gonna do a subathon on Kick, and I'm gonna try to get real freaky with it. Like I'm gonna do some weird shit. Like I'm gonna probably try. I don't know if it's gonna go well, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it goes well. Uh, gonna have to find that out, figure it out, whatever. But like, I want to do something like I want to do an event on here because I want to give it like more energy and more time since it like deserves more like effort because like I fucking love it. It's a good time. I'm at like
Yeah.
250 followers on there right now, and I wanna see if I can push. Like my goal is to try to push by this time next year. I want to be at bare minimum like 2.5K. That's my goal.
I,
So. All right. Well, hey, dude, I think it was a fucking solid podcast. Then we got it fucking wrapped up. An hour and a half almost. Fucking hey, we almost did it too.
Ooh.
I was like, when I first got on, whoever, listening, I did say, I was like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be like a shorter one. I'm pretty fucking tired, but we had a solid flow. We felt good. We had a lot of conversations we got through, but I had a good time. And if you guys listening, anyone's listening into this, and again, let us know if you guys want to see that fucking only up thing, or like something like that, some content to go try that on a stream. I think that'd be dope. And yeah, make sure to leave a comment what you guys want to see us talk about, or even send a Discord, even like join our Discord, chat it up. We got a fucking not safe for work section. We got a regular chat section. We got like, fucking VC areas. You guys can go hang out, and maybe we'll do some fun stuff. But hey, dude, I appreciate you guys for listening. It's been a fucking solid episode here. Episode 6 of Liquid Therapy podcast. I've been, Voxy, we got Squally, we're chilling. We swap places. Uh, we had to deal with that. There was a minor hiccup we had to go into Photoshop, change it again. But we took the names, we just swapped them, nice and simple. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.